Hello class 8. In today's video, we will study about the American Civil War. In this video, we will identify the reasons of the Civil War. We will analyze the role played by Abraham Lincoln, and we will evaluate and assess the impact of Civil War. The American Civil War, also known as the War Between States, began in 1861 and lasted till May 1865. It was one of the important events in American history. This armed conflict started over the issue of slavery between the United States and the Southern state that separated from Union and formed a Confederate State of America. The Civil War cost more American lives than any other war in the history. About 7,50,000 people were killed in this war. The Civil War was fought between the industrialized northern state and the agricultural southern states of America. Now, in this map, you can see these are the southern states of America, and here we can see are the northern states of America. As we know that America was the colony of European countries for many years. After the American War of Independence, the northern states of America developed into industrial area and the southern state remained agricultural. The war threatened the unity and integrity of the nation. However, due to dynamic leadership of President Abraham Lincoln, the Union was saved. In the early 1800s, the northern states turned into farming to manufacturing. But in the south, this area, farming remained the most important occupation. Southern farmers grew cotton and tobacco, and they used slaves to work in the field. There were cultural differences also between the states. They had difference of opinion with regard to the issue of slavery as well. The prevalence of slavery in South became a controversial issue. The North states were comparatively prosperous than the Southern states due to rapid industrial progress and trade. The Southern states were generally backward. The Northerns hated slavery and considered it a bolt on the name of their country. Slavery in United States was the legal institution of human enslavement, primarily of Africans and African Americans, that existed in the United States of America from its founding in 1776 until passage of the 13th Amendment in 1865. Slavery was established throughout European colonization in Americas. From earlier colonial day, it was practiced in British colonies, including the 13 colonies which formed the United States. Under the law, an enslaved person was treated as property and could be bought, sold or given away. Slavery lasted in about half of US state until 1865. Africans and Europeans had been trading goods and people across the Mediterranean for centuries, but enslavement had not been based on race. The transatlantic slave trade, which began as early as the 15th century, introduced a system of slavery that was commercialized, racialized, and inherited. Enslaved people were seen not as people at all, but as commodities to be sold, bought, and exploited. For the southern states, slaves were a vital part of their economy. Huge plantations of cotton, tobacco, and sugarcane depended on slave labor. Without slave labor, agriculture would suffer in the South. The anti-slavery movement was a great threat to the South. The issue became so controversial that a civil war began. The Republican Party was founded by the Northern who hated slavery. The Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 made the conditions of slaves highly insecure. Slaves who had fled due to the terror of their owner had to be returned to them. The anti-slavery people who wanted the act to be abolished, called the abolitionists, also created an underground railroad to help slaves to escape to Canada, where there was no slavery. The railroad had a string of hideout for the fleeing slaves. In this picture, this group of people, they are the slaves who escaped to freedom in Canada on the Underground Railroad. Not only slavery, but also the question of states' right was also a cause of civil war. In the mid-18th century, the largest state right debate was, unsurprisingly, largely about slavery. For decades, the slavery debate has been heating up, and many thought the best way to solve it would be compromise involving states' right. This would mean that each state got to decide for itself whether slavery would be legal in it. Naturally, the southern states, where the economy was dependent on plantation and farming and the slave trade, voted to maintain slavery, while the north, which had begun to industrialize, voted to abolish it, cementing the divide between North and South that would later become the Union and the Confederacy. The Civil War is believed by most to be caused because of the issue of slavery. Some, however, believe that it was actually about states' right or the right of the state to govern themselves outside of the control of the federal government. Whenever states' right arguments are made, they all eventually come back to slavery. The states' rights were simply a convenient political debate to fit the slavery argument into it. The southern states wanted no interference of the federal government in the state affairs. They reserved the right to reject any federal law which they did not like. In 1860, the nominees of the Republican Party, Abraham Lincoln was elected President of USA. Since Lincoln had spoken against slavery, the southern state looked upon him as an enemy. Since the South had forced a war upon the Union, Abraham Lincoln made a proclamation for the freedom of slaves. The war dragged on for 4 years, and in the end of the war, the Southern surrendered. In January 1863, Abraham Lincoln abolished slavery. Lincoln was not only fighting slavery, but fighting for the preservation of the nation, of the Union. The southern states were threatened as rebels. The proclamation won the sympathy of foreign power, especially Great Britain. The proclamation of emancipation made it possible for the liberal countries to go to war on behalf of slavery. British abolished slavery throughout its empire. The French colonies also abolished slavery. The war ended on April 9, 1865, where the Commander-in-Chief of the Confederate Army, Robert E. Lee, surrendered to the Union Commander-in-Chief. Nearly all the fighting had taken place on the southern soil, due to which they suffered heavy damages. There was a period of reconstruction, and it took a few decades for the southern states to recover from the wounds of the Civil War. Slavery was abolished from the United States. The problem of successions also ended, and the federal government became the supreme authority in the United States. The Civil War speeded up the economic revolution in the country. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of United States, became the President during the most crucial period of American history. The Union was breaking apart, and the Civil War threatened the country. With almost no support in the South, Lincoln swept the North and was elected President in 1860. He brought the nation to peace and a reunion. He struck a death blow to slavery. As he grew in power, he grew in greatness. He served the nation with dedication and devotion. He was a great orator. His Gettysburg speech is one of the most quoted in the history of speeches in United States. This great man was born in 1809 in a log cabin in Kentucky. He lived a life of hardship, doing manual work. He retired from politics for some time and worked as a successful lawyer. He re-entered politics in 1858 and contested for Senate. He was elected president in 1860. His view on slavery was very strong. If slavery is not wrong, then nothing is wrong, he said. In 1861, he took the office as President of America and fought the war to save the Union and to abolish slavery. 5 days after General Lee's surrender after the war, on Good Friday, April 14, 1865, Abraham Lincoln was shot dead in a theater by John Wilkes Booth, an actor. Most historians consider Abraham Lincoln as one of America's greatest president. He played crucial role in bringing the process of emancipation of slaves and led to the end of slavery in United States. On November 19, 1863, President Lincoln delivered an address at the ceremony in Gettysburg. This ceremony honored Civil War soldiers killed in the Battle of Gettysburg in July 1863. When he made the speech, he was hardly paid any attention. People were more impressed by the main speaker of the day, Edward Everett. But today, no one remembers who Everett was or what he said. Today, Lincoln's speech is considerable the most stirring and moving speech considering the ideas of United States as a nation. His words, government of the people, for the people and by the people, has become a definition of democracy today. So let us recap what we learnt in this lesson. The Civil War broke out between the northern and the southern sections of USA on April 12, 1861. This war is also known as the War between the States. It was one of the important events in American history. This armed conflict started over the issue of slavery between the United States and the southern state that formed the Union and formed the Confederate States of America. Slavery was the main issue for the Civil War. The North, more prosperous and industrialized, had abolished slavery. For southern states, mostly agriculturists, slavery was a vital part of their economy. The prevalence of slavery in the South became a controversial issue. Anti-slavery movements in the North made relations worse between North and South. The southern states wanted no interference by the federal government in the state affairs. In 1860, the nominee of the Republican Party, Abraham Lincoln, was elected President of USA. Since Lincoln had spoken against slavery, the southern states looked upon him as an enemy. After Lincoln's election as president in November 1860, Southern states separated from the North. They elected their own president. Civil War began in 1861. The Civil War caused great destruction of life and property. In January 1863, Lincoln issued his famous Proclamation of Emancipation, freeing all the slaves. Northern states rebelled against the Union. The Confederacy lost heavily. Northerns won the war. Slavery was abolished from the United States. The problem of succession also ended, and the federal government became the supreme authority in the United States. The Civil War speeded up the economic revolution of the country. Abraham Lincoln brought the nation to peace and reunion. He abolished slavery. As he grew in power, he served the nation with dedication and devotion. His Gettysburg speech is one of the most quoted in the history of speeches in United States. Today, Lincoln's speech is considered the most stirring and moving speech containing the ideas of United States as a nation. His words, "Government of the people, by the people and for the people," have become a definition of democracy today. I hope everybody enjoyed learning this chapter. We will meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.